Have you ever paused to think about what truly defines you? Is it your achievements, the goals you set, or perhaps the desires you chase? In a world moving at lightning speed, where success often seems synonymous with hustle, have you ever wondered if we are losing sight of what truly matters? Today, we live in a time where instant gratification reigns supreme. Social media likes, viral trends, and fast results dominate our attention. But amidst all this chaos, how many of us take the time to ask, are we chasing what is achievable, or are we running after the impossible? Are we truly satisfied, or are we unknowingly trading contentment for an endless pursuit of more? Today, I want to talk about the wisdom we can harness in our fast-paced lives. Wisdom that can guide us to live better, think deeper, and find peace amidst the chaos. Let's explore some fundamental ideas together. Chapter 1. True desires reflect true character. They say you can recognize a true man, not just by his deeds, but by his desires. What do your desires say about you? For many of us, desires are influenced by what we see around us. The latest gadget, the next big achievement, or even a curated online image becomes the target. But true character lies in desiring what aligns with your values, not what trends dictate. For the youth today, this means stepping back and asking, do my dreams serve a purpose beyond fleeting satisfaction? Wisdom is about pursuing meaningful desires, ones that define who we are at our core. Chapter 2. Setting Achievable Goals. Have you ever felt frustrated chasing something that seems forever out of reach? The difference between an intelligent person and a fool lies in what they desire. While the wise focus on what is possible, fools waste energy on the impossible. In our modern context, this doesn't mean giving up ambition. Instead, it means being strategic. For instance, rather than chasing the perfect life portrayed on social media, focus on small, real-life victories. Acknowledge that every step forward is progress. Chasing realistic goals, step by step, builds a foundation for success that no fleeting dream can offer. Chapter 3. Controlling anger in a reactive world. How often do you see anger spiraling out of control in today's world? Whether it's online arguments, road rage, or even a bad day at work, our fast-paced lives leave little room for patience. Wisdom lies in understanding that anger doesn't just hurt others, it punishes you. Think about it. How many opportunities have we missed because we reacted impulsively? A wise person learns to pause, breathe, and respond instead of reacting. It's not weakness, it's strength. Self-control in moments of anger can open doors to better decisions and stronger relationships. Chapter 4. Generosity and Patience. Generosity isn't just about giving money, it's about giving understanding. In a world filled with competition, can you be the person who tolerates others' flaws without letting anger take over? Think about group projects or teamwork. Frustration often arises when others don't meet expectations. Wisdom teaches us to be patient, to understand that people are flawed, just as we are. Tolerating others without resentment makes us stronger, more empathetic, and ultimately more successful. Chapter 5. Knowing your responsibilities. Do you often feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world? Today's youth are expected to juggle academics, relationships, careers, and personal growth all at once. But wisdom teaches us to focus only on what truly matters. The first step to wisdom is knowing which things are no longer your responsibility. You can't control everything, and that's okay. Recognize your boundaries, delegate tasks, and learn to say no. This isn't selfish. It's survival in a demanding world. Chapter 6. Moderation in Desires. In the age of endless scrolling and shopping sprees, how often do we stop to ask, do I really need this? Desiring less doesn't mean settling for less. It means appreciating what you already have. Moderation in desires leads to genuine happiness. Think of it this way. If you're always chasing more, will you ever stop to enjoy what you already have? The most content people aren't those with the most possessions. They're the ones who find joy in simplicity. Chapter 7. Wisdom transforms mistakes. Have you ever made a mistake that felt like the end of the world? In reality, mistakes are stepping stones when viewed through the lens of wisdom. Blaming fate or others might feel easier, but it doesn't lead to growth. Wisdom lies in owning your mistakes, learning from them, and using them as fuel for future success. After all, every mistake carries a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to your goals. Chapter 8. Finding Contentment in Simplicity. How many times have you felt restless, even when you have everything you need? Wisdom teaches us that contentment isn't about having more. It's about wanting less. In today's world, contentment often feels like a forgotten art. But the truth is, a simple life, a life where you cherish small joys and meaningful moments, brings peace that no material possession ever can. Chapter 9. The necessity of wisdom in choices. Wisdom reminds us that everything happens according to necessity. Not every opportunity is meant to be seized, and not every closed door is a failure. Sometimes, life guides us away from what we want toward what we need. The challenge for today's youth is to trust this process. Trust that wisdom will lead you to the right choices, even when they don't align with your initial desires. As we navigate this fast-paced world, let us remember that wisdom isn't a distant ideal. It's a daily practice. It's in the way we choose our desires, set our goals, control our anger, and embrace patience. It's in how we define contentment, take responsibility, and learn from our mistakes. So as we continue this journey, let me ask you one thing. Do you ever feel like life is out of your control, as if you're caught in a whirlwind of expectations, deadlines, and pressures? Have you noticed how some people remain calm and grounded, no matter what life throws at them? What if I told you that this sense of balance and clarity isn't just luck? It's wisdom at work. As young individuals navigating the complexities of today's fast-paced world, we often seek immediate solutions to long-term challenges. But real progress, real peace, and real happiness come from understanding and embracing deeper truths about life. Let's continue our journey into the realm of wisdom, exploring how it helps us deal with life's inevitabilities, challenges, and uncertainties. Chapter 10. Accepting Life's Necessities. Have you ever resisted something inevitable, hoping it might change if you tried hard enough? Wisdom teaches us that all things happen according to necessity. There are moments in life when the outcome is beyond our control, no matter how much effort we invest. For today's youth, this might mean accepting rejection, failure, or unexpected detours in life. But acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means adjusting your sails to the winds of change. By understanding necessity, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and focus on the things you can control. Chapter 11. Avoiding Harmful Gains. Have you ever been tempted to take shortcuts for quick success? Maybe it was copying someone's work or bending the rules to get ahead. But wisdom reminds us that expecting bad gains is the beginning of loss. In a world driven by instant rewards, the temptation to compromise integrity is real. However, success built on dishonesty or unethical actions is fragile. It's like building a house on sand. It will eventually crumble. True wisdom lies in striving for achievements that you can be proud of, ones that reflect your values and hard work. Chapter 12. Speaking less, doing more. How often do we talk about our plans and ambitions, but fail to act on them? A wise person speaks less, but works more. In today's digital age, where sharing every thought and goal online has become the norm, this lesson is especially relevant. Imagine how much more you could achieve if you focused on action instead of announcements. Let your results speak for themselves. Wisdom lies in quiet determination, doing the work, making progress, and surprising the world with your achievements. Chapter 13. Knowing your responsibilities. Do you ever feel burdened by things that aren't your responsibility? Many of us carry unnecessary stress because we feel obligated to solve everyone's problems. Wisdom, however, begins with understanding what is and isn't yours to handle. For instance, if a friend makes poor choices, you can offer support, but you can't take responsibility for their actions. This distinction is crucial in maintaining your mental health and focus. Prioritize your responsibilities and let go of the rest. It's not selfish, it's wise. Chapter 14. Moderation in happiness. Have you ever felt that chasing extremes, extreme happiness, extreme success, or extreme experiences, leaves you feeling empty? Wisdom teaches that true happiness is found in moderation. In today's world, where every achievement is magnified and celebrated online, it's easy to feel inadequate unless you're doing something extraordinary. But life isn't about constant highs. It's about balance. Appreciate the small moments of joy, a kind word, a peaceful evening, or a personal milestone. These are the building blocks of lasting happiness. Chapter 15. Learning from mistakes. When was the last time you made a mistake? Did you view it as a failure or as an opportunity to grow? Wisdom teaches us that mistakes are not the end. They are stepping stones to success. For example, think of famous inventors and entrepreneurs who faced countless failures before achieving greatness. Their secret wasn't avoiding mistakes, it was learning from them. In your own life, don't fear failure. Instead, embrace it as a teacher and use its lessons to fuel your progress. Chapter 16. Reacting with strength. What do you do when something doesn't go your way? Do you react with anger or frustration? Or do you take a moment to reflect and respond wisely? Wisdom teaches us that how we react is more important than what happens to us. Consider a situation where a professor gives you harsh feedback. Instead of feeling offended, think of it as an opportunity to improve. Reacting with strength and grace not only benefits you, but also earns you respect. This ability to control your reactions is a hallmark of wisdom. Chapter 17. Bravery in fear. What does it mean to be brave? Many people think bravery is the absence of fear, but that's not true. Bravery is feeling fear and still moving forward. In today's world, courage is often required to step out of comfort zones, whether it's pursuing a new career, speaking up for yourself, or facing personal challenges. Wisdom gives you the strength to face your fears, knowing that growth lies on the other side. Remember, bravery doesn't mean being fearless. It means acting despite fear. Chapter 18. Finding simplicity in chaos. Do you ever feel like life is too complicated, like you're juggling too many things at once? Wisdom reminds us to find simplicity amidst the chaos. When you simplify your life, you free up mental space for what truly matters. This might mean decluttering your schedule, saying no to unnecessary commitments, or focusing on one goal at a time. Simplifying doesn't mean doing less. It means doing what's meaningful. In a world obsessed with doing more, wisdom lies in prioritizing what counts. As we explore these lessons of wisdom, we see how they guide us through life's uncertainties, challenges, and opportunities. Wisdom teaches us to accept what we can't control, avoid harmful shortcuts, and balance ambition with contentment. It helps us embrace mistakes, react thoughtfully, and find courage in fear. Most importantly, it shows us the beauty of simplicity in an otherwise complex world. Now tell me one more thing. How do you handle the uncertainties of life? Have you ever wondered why some people seem unshaken by life's struggles, while others crumble under pressure? And most importantly, have you noticed how contentment and strength often come from unexpected places? In today's chaotic world, we're constantly seeking control over our careers, relationships, and even the future. But wisdom teaches us that true strength lies not in controlling everything, but in understanding life's deeper truths. Let us explore how wisdom equips us to navigate challenges and find fulfillment. Chapter 19. Life's uncertainty. Have you ever felt unsure about your future? Perhaps you've questioned your choices or worried about things out of your control. Wisdom reminds us that life is inherently uncertain, but it's how we respond to uncertainty that defines us. Think about raising children or pursuing a dream career. Both are filled with risks and unknowns, yet they can lead to incredible rewards. Wisdom teaches us to embrace uncertainty with patience and persistence, knowing that every struggle brings growth. Chapter 20. The power of reactions. When something goes wrong, how do you react? Do you get angry, frustrated, or upset? Wisdom shows us that while we can't control what happens, we can control how we respond. For instance, imagine losing an opportunity you worked hard for. Instead of dwelling on disappointment, use it as a stepping stone. Wisdom lies in resilience, the ability to turn setbacks into comebacks. Your strength isn't in avoiding problems, but in how you rise above them. Chapter 21. Anger as self-punishment. Have you ever been consumed by anger, only to realize it did more harm to you than anyone else? Wisdom teaches us that anger is self-punishing. It eats away at your peace and clouds your judgment. Consider this. Instead of reacting in anger, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace of mind? Most of the time, it isn't. A wise person learns to channel anger into constructive action, transforming frustration into solutions. Chapter 22. Gratitude for what you have. How often do you appreciate what you already have? In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook our blessings while chasing the next big thing. But wisdom teaches us that those who fail to value what they have will never find happiness. Think about it. If you're always focused on what's missing, will you ever feel satisfied? Gratitude is the foundation of joy. Take a moment each day to count your blessings. This simple habit can transform your perspective and lead to lasting contentment. Chapter 23. Finding strength in simplicity. What does simplicity mean to you? Many of us associate success with complexity, busy schedules, endless goals, and material possessions. But wisdom lies in understanding that less is often more. Imagine reducing your workload or decluttering your surroundings. Simplicity creates space for clarity and focus. It allows you to prioritize what truly matters, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Chapter 24. Courage despite fear. Do you consider yourself brave? Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about facing your fears head-on. Wisdom helps us understand that fear is natural, but it shouldn't hold us back. Think of moments when you stepped out of your comfort zone, perhaps trying something new or speaking up for yourself. Those moments weren't easy, but they helped you grow. Wisdom gives you the strength to embrace fear and move forward anyway. Chapter 25. The 2 most important days. Have you ever wondered about the purpose of your life? Mark Twain once said, "The 2 most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." Wisdom encourages us to seek meaning and purpose. For the youth of today, this might mean exploring passions, building relationships, or contributing to a greater cause. Finding your purpose isn't always easy, but it gives life direction and depth. Chapter 26. Ignorance versus understanding. Have you noticed how misunderstandings often lead to conflicts? Ignorance is the root of all evil, but wisdom, the joy of understanding, offers a solution. In a world filled with differing opinions, wisdom teaches us to seek knowledge and empathy. Instead of judging others, strive to understand their perspectives. This simple shift can resolve conflicts, deepen relationships, and create harmony in your life. Chapter 27. Embracing change. Finally, how do you feel about change? For many of us, change is uncomfortable, even scary. But wisdom reminds us that change is the only constant in life. Think about how much you've grown over the years. Every change, whether positive or negative, has shaped you into who you are today. Embracing change allows you to adapt, grow, and thrive in an ever-evolving world. As we wrap up this journey through wisdom, let's reflect on its profound lessons. Wisdom teaches us to embrace life's uncertainties, respond thoughtfully to challenges, and find strength in simplicity. It encourages us to value what we have, face our fears, and seek understanding in a complex world. Above all, wisdom reminds us that change is not something to fear, but to embrace. Life is a journey of growth, and wisdom is the compass that guides us. So, as you move forward, let wisdom be your foundation. Live thoughtfully, act with purpose, and embrace the beauty of each moment. Thank you.